One idea can literally change everything for you. What's going on, guys? James Patrick here. It is Monday, which means it's time for another one of my Monday motivational videos. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about how one single idea can be the start of a lifetime of change. Now, for myself, this idea occurred to me, it was about 6 years ago. And I asked a very simple question. I said, what would happen if we gathered together all of the people I could connect with in the health, fitness, sports, and wellness industry? We gathered us together. We sat around a table. We shared best practices. We learned from each other. We taught each other on what we were going through. We leaned on each other's expertise and experiences. How far could we all go together as a family, as a community? How much better could we make the industry itself? Now, that idea personified itself in the form of the Fitposium Conference, which we launched in 2015. Now, we sold out the first ever Fitposium. We had 55 people in a tiny hotel conference room in Mesa, Arizona. That was our first Fitposium. But after that event, there was this intense flurry of activity of what all the attendees did the second they walked out of that conference room. They formed new businesses. They formed new partnerships. They changed the industry itself. So it became apparent that we needed to come back, that we needed to return. So we brought Fitposium back a year later, and this time we tripled the audience, 150 attendees in that tiny conference room, this time right by the Phoenix airport. 150 from 55, we tripled it. And we brought back our speakers like Lori Harder was back, Felicia Romero was back. We had Max Sports and Fitness magazine there. Scott's a Health magazine was there. And we sat around and we discussed, how can we as a community, not just better our own businesses, but better the industry as a whole? Now, when I look at, when you expand that timeline, and when I look at all the Fitposiums we have, because it's grown every year. I mean, last year we had 400 active participants at Fitposium 2019. I look at all the things that have changed within our own lives, within our own trajectory. It was because of Fitposium that we were able to grow from that audience of 55 to an audience of 400. That I was able to launch my podcast. That I was able to create my book, The Fit Business Guide. The reason it became a bestseller was because of Fitposium. We were able to create our online membership, Fitposium Plus. We were able to create our mastermind, to Get At Mastermind, which we've served dozens of amazing entrepreneurs to help them to scale their visibility, their income, and their impact. We created the launch program, and dozens of entrepreneurs created their first launch through our launch program. We created our Fitposium Plus online membership, so our attendees can get access to information year-round instead of just that 1 year. We've partnered with magazines like Strong Fitness Magazine, like Oxygen Magazine, like Women's Health and Fitness Magazine, like Inside Fitness Magazine, like SweatRx Magazine, like Fitness Magazine, to give our attendees the opportunity to spread their brand message. And over the last 5 years, hundreds of published features have come. Just today, 2 features landed in Oxygen that were selected at Fitposium. This started with one simple idea, an idea of what would happen if. Now, here's the thing, and this is why I tell this story. You are sitting on an idea right now. What would happen if? What if I were to try this thing? And you're sitting on this idea. But what made Fitposium possible? What made this event take shape and grow from 55 to over 400 attendees? To create the platform for our online membership, for our mastermind, for our launch program, for my best-selling book, for my podcast, for our amazing community through the Fitpreneur Alliance. What made this happen was that we took action on this idea, that we chose to craft a new narrative, to go beyond just ideation, to say this is important enough to try something with. This matters enough to see what happens. Now, not everything works, and that's okay. But the point is you are sitting on an idea just like this. An idea that could change everything for you and for the industry that you're a part of. A solution to a problem that people are facing right now. You're sitting on this idea. But an idea for a blog has no readers. An idea for a podcast has no listeners. An idea for a new book has no purchases. An idea for a new movie gets no viewers. I want you to put your idea into motion. I want you to create something. I want you to couple that idea with your passion, your fire, and that willingness to act. And I'm willing to show you how. In fact, I'm willing to show you every step of the way. Earlier today, we kicked off our launch program. We have a couple dozen amazing entrepreneurs in this program, and they're learning every step of the way of what they need to do to take this idea, as raw as it is, and turn it into an offer, to go to market with this idea, to sell this idea, to profit from this idea, to create change with this idea. We kicked it off today, and this is your chance to join us. This is your chance to be a part, to turn what is just an idea into something that could change everything. So my invitation to you is this: join us at committolaunch.com. Share with us your idea, and let us help you turn it into something that you take to market. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.